here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Ypsilanti, Michigan, home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on another team from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Golden Flashes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Eastern Michigan's offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Find some fresh air. Pass the sticks in, still on his feet. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Finds his man. It's Ellington. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Golden Flashes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. You're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Got enough for the first. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Golden Flashes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. They're working that left side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Eastern Michigan going fast.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run play action. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. offense in a bunch formation. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
On the set. 3:25.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Let's talk for a second about Kent State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Buying some time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Eastern Michigan going fast.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
The result of the play is a touchdown.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Goff. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Scott. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making checks. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Golden Flashes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Makes the catch.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass complete.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark.
There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Eastern Michigan going fast.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Inside the 40. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to throw on third. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Use the play fake, down a throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Plows through the defense. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Bringing it back. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Everything's been working so far. They've added 3 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Finds his man. It's gone. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He gets a block. Touchdown, Kent State! Special teams proving to be special. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like Ypsilanti. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the right. Here he goes. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. And the stomping has commenced.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Eastern Michigan, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. And the Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The give to the back. Running to Green. It's a running room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
With the catch, it's Lacey. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Turning it on. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in two gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands.
Wide open spaces. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. And the Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll take it himself.
The ball carried by the quarterback.
That's the end of the period, and Kent State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they put some big plays together. But the last two plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Kent State. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Eastern Michigan, 20.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Got it in the middle. It's broke. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down.
And that is a first down.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing.
Breaks into the open. Powers through. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 14 to South Carolina. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense changing the play. They'll go to the toss. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching an